Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day when JACOBS came. When JACOBS came. When JACOBS came back to the Raiders to win us the game. Oh, happy day. What's going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mikey Raider. It is Raider Nation for life, representing the Tim Brown Hall of Fame t-shirt from 2015. Got my koozie, my Raider koozie, getting ready for today's Dallas Cowboy versus the Raiders game, which I probably won't be able to watch live. I'll have to watch on a replay later tonight, as I got some family stuff and other things going on in real life. And forgive my non-enthusiastic major excitement, but I haven't been feeling too good. I feel like I don't know, just not feeling the greatest. That being said, Josh Jacobs is back. And we're going to discuss that, and we're going to get into some topics for today's Raiders-Cowboys preseason finale, where I'm going to predict, talk about some storylines that might arrive, and yeah, so let's get right into it. It won't be that long of a video. But hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe button. Consider becoming a member on this channel for future live hangouts. We're going to do a draft next week in a live hangout and a fantasy football draft. And we're going to watch a few games this year, maybe even the primetime games live together in a hangout. And so become a member. Consider picking up some merchandise. There is a little bit available. Everything's in the links down below. Support your boy if you can. I truly, truly appreciate it. All right, let's get right into the first topic, du jour of the day. Josh Jacobs wrote on Twitter earlier this morning, "I'm back," with the emojis. And a lot of people didn't know what that meant. It wasn't officially confirmed. But apparently Josh McDaniels and the Raiders finally contacted Josh Jacobs and gave him a Saquon Barkley-esque deal with incentives upwards of $12 million, but basically taking away the tag, giving him a 1-year deal, which I believe that's what it all is, and that also removes the tag from next year, I believe. So long story short, I believe, again, I don't have all the information in front of me, so forgive me if I am wrong. But they removed the tag, gave him a 1-year deal worth up to $12 million. I'm assuming the starting salary or whatever is still 10.1, maybe 10.5. Maybe they upped it a little bit. But long story short, it's up to $12 million, and I'm sure with incentives. So that's good for Josh Jacobs, because next year he can officially be a free agent and test the market without being tagged again a second year. I believe that's the case. And he maybe went from 10.1 to a guaranteed 10.5, maybe even 11. I do not know the details yet. Maybe you guys do. I don't. But still, he got more, got the tag replaced for next year and this year, and then he's got probably another $1 million or something in incentives, where if he scores like 8 touchdowns or leads the league in rushing or gets over 1,000 yards or something like that, he'll get a little bit more money. I'm sure that's not what he truly wanted. I'm sure he wanted more, but look, the power structure is what it is, and that is exactly what happened. And Josh Jacobs knew it, took it down to the last minute, but they got something done. And he is my favorite Raider. I'm glad he's back on this team. And again, he is going to try to prove it, not only for the incentives this year, but he's going to try to prove that he could do it in back-to-back years, have an amazing season, and that would really bolster the entire running back unit for other teams as well next year. Because, again, Josh Jacobs, if he had to play on the tag, he might have been disgruntled, didn't want to get injured, and, because he probably still wouldn't be a free agent the following year if he played so good this year again under the tag. Now that that tag is gone, the second year and this year, he's got incentives. He can become a free agent, so he can ball out to the best of his abilities and try to become a free agent and change the running back market next year. And it's a win-win. I mean, he had to do it this way with the market, but I'm really happy it got done. I'm really happy it got done. Now, I guess the onus is on Jonathan Taylor. What he's going to do there, that's a little bit of a different situation due to injury, and he's really, really mad at the Colts. Josh Jacobs is mad at the Raiders, but he knows the situation, and he can be mad at the Raiders next year, if he's a free agent, if he wants to. But long story short, this is a beautiful, beautiful day for Raider Nation, for fans of Josh Jacobs, and for the entire Raiders organization as a whole to get something back instead of losing something that we have been doing for the past year or so. And this helps out Davante Adams feel a little bit better because they are good friends, and he thought he deserved to get paid. And who knows what's going to happen the rest of the season. For fantasy football, a lot of you guys are like, oh, thank you, Jesus. So yeah, he can be drafted now in a lot of leagues early on without discourse. Now, we'll talk about that more in detail in the coming days. Let's talk about Raiders versus Cowboys in the preseason finale. There are rumors that no starter is going to play in tonight's game. Also, I was thinking that Jimmy Garoppolo might play a series, but the rumors are no starters are going to play, meaning starters that basically are already starting at their position, and anybody that's possibly playing will be fighting for a depth spot, like either second string or third string, or fighting for a roster spot. So I'm not going to analyze the game from Jimmy G and all that because I don't expect them playing Davante Adams or Josh Jacobs or whoever. But I do expect to see a lot from Aiden O'Connell. Can he win the second string job? I think it's up in the air. So I think we really need to see how good he looks compared to Brian Hoyer in this game. And there might be an announcement after the game if Aiden O'Connell does what he's been doing this entire preseason. There might be an announcement the following day on Monday or Sunday or Monday that Aiden O'Connell is the backup quarterback. And I think that's what's going to happen. But again, we still got to see a little bit from Brian Hoyer in this game because the other team might play some of their starters. And I would like to see Aiden O'Connell with a first unit, sort of, some of the players that are first unit, not officially all the starters, I understand that. But some of the first unit players, at least more so than the third unit or whatever he's been playing with. And I do expect an announcement if he plays really, really good that he'll move up in the ranks and be the backup to Jimmy Garoppolo. But then, again, during the season, whatever happens with Jimmy, Aiden O'Connell will be waiting in the wings, and that might add a little bit of pressure to Jimmy Garoppolo. But it's good pressure, let's be honest. I'm looking forward to seeing the young linebackers try to play. I don't know how many people are injured. I don't know if Jacorian Bennett's going to be on the field. I don't know much. But I know I love you. Long story short, man, I guess let's just talk about the offense. I'd like to see a little bit more from Trey Tucker. Hopefully he can catch some balls. I'd like to see more from the special teams. I'd like to see DeAndre Carter and Trey Tucker in the special teams make a couple of plays. I'd like to see the young secondary and the defensive line build up their strength. And do I want the Raiders to win again in preseason? I don't know. I mean, I think if we keep winning, the expectations are really high going into the season, which is good, but sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it's good to get a loss out of the way so they can understand that feeling and they won't let it happen again. That being said, I'm just going to give a prediction for tonight's game. And again, we win almost every preseason game lately under Josh McDaniels, which is a good thing. But I'm going to predict the Raiders lose 27 to 24. And I don't care. I mean, I want them to win, but I also kind of just want this preseason, us to be the preseason champs, to stop. But let's be honest, I want the Raiders to win. I don't know why I'm picking the loss. I don't know. I'm weird. But long story short, man, that's my prediction. Maybe Raiders lose 27-24 or they win 27-24. I'm not going to go into much detail with that, but I expect the MVP for the Raiders to definitely be Aiden O'Connell. I could see him becoming the second string quarterback right after this game in a press conference if he plays as good as he has been, and that would be a really good thing for Raider Nation. All right, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was simple, it was cute, and expect the post-game review either on Sunday or Monday as I'm dealing with a few things. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Take care of your family. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed. I love you. Go Raiders. Jacobs is back, baby.